Morning. Welcome to Coffee with Bud and Bigdaddysauce, episode number 4. Chad, how are you today?
Good morning, Bud. Good morning, everybody out there. Sunday morning, December, a couple weeks before Christmas. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Couple weeks. So we're just having a little bit of technical difficulties trying to get the new channel up and running, and everything sounds good. Looks like it's rolling good.
Yes, we're slowly getting everything together. Still waiting on the upgrades via the the sound and other aspects. It's coming soon. So, how was your week, Chad?
Wasn't too bad. Kind of interesting coming up. Got a couple days of work, and then my old lady's having surgery on Wednesday, so that's gonna be fun.
What kind of surgery is she having?
She's gotta have some surgery on her foot. She's gonna be down for probably 2 months. A little painful. A little bit of rehab after that, but needs to be done. She'll be pain free after it all heals up and everything, which is what the result needs to be. So should be exciting.
Oh, I bet it's going to be interesting. Well, I wish her the best and a speedy recovery. And may the force be with you. I know it's going to put a little bit more pressure on you around the.
That's what you got to do. When a significant other,
Oh, absolutely.
she did the same thing for me a few years ago when I had my surgery. So
It's the ebb and flow of a relationship.
that's it.
I'd like to
So what
take.
do we got on the docket today?
Well, at this point, I'd like to thank our sponsors Unique Waterworks LLC, August 5 Designs. You can go to a5designs.com. Eastside Engine Works, and Dragon Magic Productions. Without their help, we wouldn't exist. Today, let's see, what do we got on here today? Well, I'd like to also thank NVR Croatian for the graphics and team liveries on GT7 that he's made. He has also made new logos, and we really appreciate everything he's done for the NVR group. And thank you very, very much. He is our amateur champion from the Sector 7 series.
So we're still having a little difficulty here. Go check something real quick here.
I believe we have a couple guests here today.
You're gonna hear some feedback. Check, check, mic check.
Mike check, have you?
Okay, so using the Discord that we're doing, we are not hearing one another. On my channel, we do not hear you. On your channel, we do not hear me.
Is that right?
That is correct. And my phone is just blowing up.
Well, we can fix it. Let's try switching. Let's go to the. I'll create a.
The regular chat.
Yes, sir.
All right, go for it.
All right. Everybody, please stand by. All right. The chat has been started. Now we are waiting for our participants.
All right, let's see here.
There we are. Hello. Welcome. Can we hear everybody this time?
Let's see if our viewers can hear. Does anybody hear Bud?
Bud Bud?
Bud Bud.
Hello, hello.
I can hear both of you guys.
Okay, we're good on both channels
I
now.
believe we have our audio squared away.
All right.
Well, sorry about all the technical difficulties, everybody. We've kind of I've moved my setup into another location in the house and trying to get everything squared away. I just have the PlayStation and computer hooked up. That's it. My rig's still in the other room, so we're getting it.
Now, as the channel grows and stuff, we try new things out and everything. So, only way to do this is just do it.
Just do it. Stumble through it. Just do
Yep.
it.
So I guess we can do that again. Go ahead and give those sponsors another shout out, would you?
I absolutely will. Unique Waterworks LLC. August 5 Designs. You can go to a5designs.com. East Side Engine Works. And Dragon Magic Productions. Thank you all. If it wasn't for y'all, we would not exist.
Yes, thank you very much. So we had a race last night, another dress rehearsal, this time for the truck series.
Oh boy.
Yeah, in our truck series, that is a fixed setup, and then you can make your adjustments in the pits with your tire pressure and wedge and stuff like that. It didn't go too bad. Still got to work on a few kinks and everything, but we noticed that the update, the AI drivers are way more aggressive. Kind of interesting.
I bet that makes for a little bit more interesting driving. I have yet to experience any of it since I have not been doing much racing at all this month.
Yeah, it was good tight pack racing. Truck is loose or tight, depending on. I think it starts tight, and then people loosen it up. We only had one driver last night that was able to kind of master the bottom a little bit for a while. Otherwise, you had to run at the top or middle to the top of the track, and which is fine. Every car runs differently at a track and handling and so forth. But it wasn't a bad race. We did pretty good. We learned some things.
Since this new update, have you or anyone else experienced any issues with your wheel?
Oh
I've been
yes,
hearing a lot about this, and I'm trying to gather some input from folk and trying to figure out uh, is this a commonality that from the update, or is this something they are aware of?
I don't know if they're aware of it or not. They might be by now. But what I figured out last night was your controller cannot be on at the same time your wheel is on. It's like sending mixed signals, and I think the controller overrides the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So on starts and restarts, you just don't have any steering. Turn
Hmm.
that controller off and wiggle your wheel back and forth, and you get your steering, and everything will be good to go.
And I noticed there
New.
were a couple of drivers that would get booted from the lobby during a restart as well,
I didn't see anybody
or a
injured.
restart,
Or
or uh, I believe Radical was had an issue with the lobby the other night, and I think Bull had one last night or
Bull
yesterday.
did. Bull didn't disconnect from our races, but Rob did.
Ah,
But they have that in-home thing
issue.
that's going on. Yeah, they're trying to figure that out. That's annoying for them. Um, there's still some ghosting going on. I think that's just server stuff and
Correct,
normal
because
stuff for a
everybody's
new. Yeah.
unlike Gran Turismo 7, where you had PS4 and PS5 guys running together, and you could tell the difference if they were on a 4 or 5. And in this game, it says all 5, so we won't have that issue.
So that brings up something interesting to. So every driver on the track, depending on how many drivers are in the race, or how many eyes are tied to each driver. So, for example, if there's 10 people in the race, there's three AIs that are tied to them. They're sharing their. So if that driver ghost, if that real driver ghost, those three AIs ghost also.
I do vaguely remember discussing this during a race one evening.
Yeah, it's really interesting, but you can figure out who's who though. But no, the ghosting. Last night it was kind of weird because we were driving through the ghosting, and it wasn't affecting, it wasn't wrecking anything. So I literally drove through a truck and just kept going.
That would be a bad thing, doing that and then all of a sudden it unghosts in the middle of you, or right as
Well,
you're getting up to it or halfway into it, causing a
yeah,
wreck.
but I don't think it will though. I think it'll stay ghosted until you
Till you clear out.
clear
Yes.
out of the bubble. And that's another thing that we've noticed is there's what people are calling a bubble. I think it's within a few feet of the car
Hmm.
that um I don't know what the technical term is, but there's just that little signal gap in there, and the truck or the car or whatever you're driving is a little closer than what you see it as. And we had a couple incidents last night where that did happen. Nothing major. It's just I think that's something we're all just going to have to become more aware of as we drive more and get used to the fact that it's okay to bump draft or anything, but if you're coming up behind somebody or whatever, make sure you're clear or whatever before you hit their rear end or come across their nose or something, because there is that bubble gap, and you're on one screen you're probably clear, but on the other screen you're not.
I did notice that AI, if you encroach onto that bubble, they will react. I won't say quickly, but they kind of do, and will jerk to the right
Hmm.
and then come
It's
back
almost
left.
like you freak them out. Yeah.
Correct. And sometimes they hit the vehicle to their right because the AI reacted to that car of yours being too close within that bubble.
Yeah, that did happen a couple times last night, but I'll tell you what, they made the AIs way more aggressive. They block, they'll bump you, they'll push you up to the wall. Kind of makes it realistic in a way. I know it's
Well,
a pain in the butt, but it's kind of cool.
well, if you as an individual race with AI, you're not going to have too many incidents, and it's almost too perfect of a race. Because in racing, you're going to have a bumping contact. I mean, that is going to happen. But the bumping contact is, sometimes acceptable and at some points not. Especially when it causes detrimental harm to you, like, into the wall or into other cars, or then again, taken out, period.
Well, what all racers need to understand is because of the aggressiveness of the AI will not give you room. So if you're coming down, it's
Hmm.
not going to move.
Right.
You need to adjust to make sure it's just like if you're racing coming to the finish line, it ain't gonna move.
And another thing that I've noticed that, a lot of guys are moving the AI to suit themselves to advance in position. And in turn, sometimes moving those AIs are causing problems for other drivers because they're either pushing them down or they're pushing them up because the driver doesn't want, the player doesn't want to be up on the high side. And so I've watched several drivers push their way down to the bottom to get to the bottom.
Yeah,
So,
that AI will be aggressive. So just I guess more and more I would just say treat that AI as if it was a real driver, and it'll get you if you're not careful.
oh, definitely. I mean, you'll get around them. The competitiveness of the AI during the series is going to be pretty fierce.
Hmm.
I mean,
Now what do we got? What do we got now in news? I know we got a disorganization here in
Well, the
Japan.
NASCAR lawsuit has finally came to a close with a verdict. I believe the verdict may suit NASCAR. The 2311 team seemed fairly pleased. Jordan had a smile on his face, so that says a little bit. What are your comments?
I really didn't. I've heard several different things, but I'm not sure if any of them are accurate or what. I don't know if the other race teams are going to earn more because of this lawsuit. They're going to get more back out of NASCAR instead of bleeding money.
Correct.
Um, there's other little nits and pieces I've heard out of it, but all in all, I guess NASCAR's still there, which is a good thing.
Definitely. I just it's an American sport, and I don't think it'll ever die. However, it's due for a much better overhaul than what has transpired in the past 15 years.
Well, I think this should open up NASCAR's eyes and make them realize that the fans and the teams and the owners and the drivers mean more than they thought it did.
Absolutely.
This is where the money comes from. This is what built them up in the first place. So if you had a good product and you start getting greedy, which they did, and you start hurting the teams, the drivers, eh, the sponsors. Sponsors are huge. And then ultimately that hurts the fans. So fans like me, I was a big NASCAR fan. Loved it. Just loved NASCAR. When they started changing stuff and going out left field and making it what it's not, it they pushed me away. So I'm hoping this lawsuit brings it back
To its
more
roots.
to more towards its roots. It doesn't have to be exactly towards its roots, but let's not do. They need to stop the playoff thing. Is just ridiculous. That's and no other sport. You enter the playoffs, and other teams can have an effect or something
Correct.
on those in the playoff.
That
That's
was
just
a flawed
retarded.
system without a doubt.
It's just stupid. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that at all. Stage racing, and here's a great topic to talk about. Um, Stage racing. So I keep hearing that NASCAR did this because you're trying to draw in a newer, younger crowd, and how do you gain their attention? Well, all good and so forth, but in today's technology, in today's world, I don't care if you're 75 years old or 15 years old. We all have cell phones and tablets and computers and everything, and social media and everything. YouTube, where we're at now, and everything that draws in that attention. So when somebody gets a little bored watching a race, whether there's a stage or not, I found myself picking up my phone or my tablet and just kind of dinking around on it. The the technology and the age that we're in now, that there's no way, there's nothing you can do to stop and gain somebody's full 100% attention. You're just going to have to deal with it. All sports are
Absolutely.
going through it. All sports are going through it. Just not NASCAR.
And I think another thing that draws people's minds away from a program they're watching and or NASCAR, commercials. I understand we're bombarded by commercials everywhere we go, whether it's on social media, whether you're watching network television, cable television, everywhere you go, the radio, internet. I mean, everywhere you go, we're bombarded with commercials. And and I'll say this from personal experience. I'm sitting there watching a race, a commercial comes on, I get up or I do something else. I don't like sitting through commercials. I don't like watching commercials, so I lose my attention to that particular channel or whatever, and I'll either A, change a channel, or I'll get up and walk away.
Well, well, back in the day when a commercial would come on, most people would just find that as an opportunity to go to use the restroom or go grab something to eat or
Oh,
get
sure,
a new
for sure.
refreshment or whatever. But now that the commercials are so long, they've extended them. That's almost double than what they used to be.
Definitely.
It's by the time you go to the bathroom and you get your new refreshment, you sit back down, there's still commercials on, and you're like, come on, what, I'm missing stuff.
Yeah.
They're still going around in circles. There could have been an accident or
Well,
whatever.
I believe on sports events like football, basketball, baseball, racing, they should have picture in a picture on sporting events. Play your commercial fine. Bombard me with your commercial. I'm okay with that. Not really, but put it in another screen. Keep the race there. Split the screen. I don't care how you do it. Make the race a little smaller. Quarter screen, just so I can still watch that, and still your commercial is still entering my cranium.
Yeah, the sound of the commercial is going to have all the sound. The
Correct.
race is not.
Yes. Yep. I think
Put the
that would
race up
be
in the little corner because it's still going on. So if something does happen, it's going to catch your eye. It's going to be like, oh, there it is. But you still have three-quarters of your screen is going to be the commercial with sound.
definitely
So the commercial, the product is still getting brought to the consumer.
correct.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I've seen things where they've done
There's,
that
oh
before.
yes, definitely. There's been sporting events where they've done that. Now, I've noticed not every NASCAR commercial do they do that, but they'll do it on some and some incidences. Well, later on in the race, where they will have the commercial and then the race all on at the same time.
Hmm.
I think that should be standard with every sporting event on television. Just my opinion. Opinions, opinions, opinions. Hey, do you hear that?
I do. What is that?
Oh, is it that Three Eye Atlas?
Coming back.
It's coming.
We saying we're being invaded?
It's very possible.
Oh my God, another invasion. Just what we need is more distractions on Earth than what we already have.
Add to the chaos.
Could you imagine what would happen if this did happen? Well, there it is. The alien has landed. It is time for the segment. What segment is it, Bud?
Galactic Talk with Driver X. Driver, welcome. How are you this morning? Cat's got his tongue.
I guess so. Squirrel.
Oh, he's speaking telepathically. Well, you're going to have to use your voice, buddy. Yeah, not everybody else can hear you, dude.
Oh, X. I guess X went to the alien restroom. Or is he muted?
Or he fell asleep.
That too.
It is early. He was
Oh
on
well.
autopilot.
More technical difficulties today. Imagine that.
Well, it's pre-Monday.
Pre Monday, yeah. That, that it is.
Definitely.
Did you want to talk about some, what was that, Sector 7 stuff? Or
Uh,
GT7?
GT7. I wasn't just gonna ask opinions on the Spec 3 update. If anybody has driven it yet, I have not. I have not enjoyed it yet.
The Spec 3, what is that?
The Spec 3 update is the competition where you drive endurance races and on several different uh, tracks. Several you have to work your way through from event to event, finishing in the best possible position you can. You can't quit the race Otherwise, you have to
Hmm.
start all over again. And it's racing. I believe it's with the AI. And from my understanding, it's rather challenging.
I bet it is. I think that was the point of them putting it in there. No, I have not raced that yet. I very little been back over to Gran Turismo since this has come out. And NASCAR 25 has come out. I'm digging around with this. It's a
Same
new
here.
toy, shiny.
Yes. Plus, I haven't been doing much racing at all during this month of December.
So we'd like to say good morning to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday morning. And New Velocity, we have a website. Bud, tell us about the website.
Our website, it's still under construction, but it's updated regularly. If you would like to come in, pop in, check us out, we have pictures of events and previous events and drivers. We have a list of drivers' profiles. Not all are entered yet. And then we also have the scheduling for upcoming events. We are currently doing Saturday and Sunday preseason races for the upcoming NASCAR 25 season, which starts in February. The full schedule of all four series is available on the website. Dates, times. The rule book link is not on the website yet. That will be coming hopefully this week. I've been doing a lot of work on it, and it is almost complete. And then we also on the website have a trophy room which displays the previous trophy winners in series and internal series and in external series with NVR. And you can visit the website at www.newvelocityracing.com. Pop in, check us out. You want to join the group of community? By all means, uh, click on the link on the video, join the community, fill out the little questionnaire, and your profile will be created. And come hang out with us and experience the fun and camaraderie. It's a blast.
And it's not just the NASCAR 25. This is also on
Gran
Gran
Turismo,
Turismo.
Assetto Corsa Competition.
Yeah, where
We
we're
even
not
play
just
golf.
one. A little bit of our downtime, yeah. But no, it's not just for NASCAR 25 for all those who are out there. It's Gran Turismo also for GT3 and endurance stuff.
We also even dabble with a little bit of Horizon 5. Uh, we do a four. Some do Forza. I mean, we have a bunch of different types of racers, but majority are GT7 and NASCAR for the most part.
Mhm.
No, we do have a couple guys who did try Rensport and a few
Heard
others.
that didn't go so well.
Yeah, we had a couple disappointed individuals.
So the new Velocity Racing YouTube channel is up and running. Is where you've got it going over there right now.
Correct.
Please go over there, check that out, subscribe, like, do the same for my channel, please. Thank you. Anyway, no, other stuff will be put on there. Bud's gonna get working on that too, putting out videos and stuff, and
Yes,
so it ought to be pretty interesting.
more to come, definitely. Just takes a little bit of time. You got to plant the seed and water it and make it grow.
We need more employees.
Definitely. I need to get paid more for this. No.
Okay.
I need a raise.
Well, as New Velocity grows and learns, and we're just getting on our feet. We're like a little child, just getting up, starting to
Definitely.
walk, and
You got to crawl
but we're
before you walk, and we're crawling right now, stumbling, falling over bits and pieces, and learning as we go. But I think that's the best part of growing is learning as you grow because it makes us who we are.
Very true. But it's exciting because we're a ground floor and we kind of get to have the fun of building this together and learning and meeting new people. That's always exciting.
Oh,
So
absolutely. And that's the community. When you race with a bunch of different drivers, I mean, at some points we've raced with, 20, 30 different guys on a given weekend. It just varies on, who's on when people are on, and the more people you meet, the more diverse people you meet. They're interesting to conversate with folks from different parts of the country,
most
especially when
definitely.
some are getting, it's snowing like the dog. It's 20 degrees, and you got some folks that, oh, really? I'm sitting down here in shorts, down in the south. And
Yeah, always remember that we are accepting new drivers, and we do put new drivers through a little bit of a test to see where they're at and how good. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean it to sound arrogant or anything, but how good they are or how good they're not. And it's all good.
we're always willing to help someone improve their talents, their skills, and their abilities.
And we had a new driver join us just this weekend, and he's waiting to get his wheel, and he was on controller, but he sounded like he was having a blast, and it was a little more intensive than what he thought it was, and I think that it he was I think it drew him in more because it was more challenging than what he thought it
Correct.
was going to
It
be.
wasn't just a video game and just go.
Yeah, he's like these guys are on wheels, they're fast, they know their setups, and
Now, see, that
they
was
know
the
how to
other
make
thing I
those.
would like to touch on too. Is a lot of us are on wheels on New Velocity. There are some guys who are still on controller, which is perfectly fine. No judgment whatsoever. And just there are different settings recommended for wheels. Let me get even further than that. Wheels, direct drive wheels and non-direct drive wheels. I've noticed there are two different in-game settings, and same thing with a controller. The in-game settings are different for that as well. So there's basically, in my opinion, three types of settings that really affect how your car handles and how you control your car. Which is, a lot of the guys that do race on this kind of have it figured out. There are a couple that still have a few issues, and how you tell that is when they're driving and they can't hold their straight line. They just barely move the wheel, but their car goes right or left really quickly, really abruptly. So that in itself is just a wheel setting.
Right. Yeah, I've got a teammate of mine that races for Pegasus Racing. He's on a controller and he's been doing it for a long time. Like to get him on a wheel,
Yes,
but he's pretty good on the controller. He does pretty good. It is interesting though that like when we start a race on like the trucks that some of us will be, we're a little tight here, in the nose, blah blah blah. He feels it slightly different than we do because he's on a controller.
oh,
It's
I imagine.
kind
And
of
that
interesting to
that's
hear
the
about
one
it.
thing
Yeah.
I like about the wheel, though. You can really feel the movement or the behavior of the vehicle in that wheel, which gives you a little more sensation and a little more heads up as to what's about to happen. Whereas a controller, you really don't have that feel. You don't have that force feedback against the stick, so you don't feel that, oh, it's about to break free. You just visually see it on the screen.
Hmm. So, I think we got any more topics that we needed to crawl over here before we start the general chat?
No, sir. I think we could open her up to discussion. let
Still,
anybody.
still haven't seen that alien, have we?
No. I wonder if the ice got him. Oh, was he abducted?
I
That's
don't.
that's that's a, that's a reverse right there, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it's a reverse abduction. I wonder how he likes getting probed.
Oh, but
Uh, who do we got with us today? Anybody? Do we got anybody? Oh, I think we got Seaman in here. Seaman, how you doing, buddy?
So y'all
Good morning, C-Man. How you doing today?
doing all right? Doing a little practicing for Phoenix because changed the race tonight from Watkins going to Phoenix
I see.
setups.
Full setups.
Setups.
Y'all running Cup or Arca?
I think it's Infinity actually.
Xfinity. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Cup or Xfinity. Yes. Those are the only two with full tunes.
Yeah. Yep.
How does the car
See,
feel to you?
Seaman, real quick, can I have you pull your mic up or whatever? I
Oh, you
barely
can't hear me? Is that
There
better?
you go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I hold a little distance from my face. Yeah, I'm just trying to tweak a setup, try to get a fast time, see how long it'll last.
Phoenix is a interesting track. If anybody has never raced there before, each little corner or dog leg, if you will, is kind of different. That's not really much of a straightaway in the front stretch, is it?
No, no.
Yeah,
I
you
mean it
could
is,
duck
but
down in there. Yeah, but you could duck down in there and go really low.
And there's an odd shape to it as well.
Mm-hmm. I
and
think
I
the only
haven't tested
turn
it, but taking that cut through wears your tires more too. So
on the front
yeah,
Oh, I
does it?
believe that 100%. I believe that. I think
It's
using
interesting.
that cut through like that would be on a later in the event type of situation where you're trying to get up on somebody and shorten that distance and that gap. I think that would probably, otherwise it's going to wear your tires out a lot more. And I think a lot of folks are going to discover that more as we go as to what tracks in particular will wear your tires more than others, and certain lines
yeah.
affect your tire
Well,
wear.
I think once I get the track figured out, I don't have the track figured out yet, but I will. I'll do 25 laps or 50 laps both ways. See what happens.
That'd be a good idea. A good test.
Yep.
Hmm. It's frickin' freezing here, man. Oh, I don't want to hear about it, Mr. Texas. I got 65 degrees.
Yes. In fact, I've
See,
got
man, what you got for weather? I guess not.
What's up?
what
I
you
said,
got
what
for
you got
weather?
for weather?
Hmm. So it's raining here right now, North Carolina, but it's supposed to get to like 16, 17 tonight or tomorrow. So it's supposed to get cold.
Oh shit, we're at 9 or here. Oof.
Yeah, I think we're in the 50s or 60s right now on the east coast of North Carolina.
Huh. That is cold for down there.
Yes.
Well, it's about to be really cold.
Good, you can have everything I've got. Take it.
I got to turn my lamp on for my chickens.
Oh, chickens.
I have a lot of chickens myself.
Yeah.
You
Tell you
still
what,
got
the
all your
price of
roosters
eggs.
too?
I only have 4, and they are non-aggressive. I've got one. He's a big black rooster, and he's awesome. His name is King. He's
Oh yeah.
he's oh yeah, he's king cocked around there, though boy. He lets everybody know it. Even the guineas.
Guineas. No, those are the ones with the feathers over their eyes, over their head. They kind of.
Actually, they got a horn on top of their head.
Oh, okay.
and their face has no feathers, but has like little whisker type feathers, and they
Mm.
got these red flaps that hang down on either side of their face. They're red and white. Good morning, Blazer. Welcome.
Morning.
How are you today? Good, good.
I've been watching, I've been on YouTube. I'm just now got on the phone.
Gotcha. We've been having a little rocky morning this morning with technical difficulties askew.
Yeah, learning new things. But
Yeah. Speaking of the weather, here it feels like naked baby.
Oh, no, thank you.
and you're further south than I am.
It's a
Lucky you.
wee bit cold, I think.
Oh, what'd you think of last night's race, Blazer?
I think it was all right once and everyone got everything figured out.
We had a good long stretch. Didn't we have a?
Yeah, a couple times we had
Yeah. Yep. It's getting there. It's coming along.
I don't think the AIs make much of a difference on the cautions.
Right.
Yes, they have changed. The AIs don't give you much room, and they kind of drive their line and hold their lines.
Yes, they do. They do not give you room. They will block you.
Definitely seen that.
And I think I
Us.
said it earlier while you guys were talking. They actually didn't say how many are tied to you, but online racing, they said that that does affect AI and they drive like their flesh counterparts.
Ah. And see, that's one thing that we were discussing just a minute ago, and I think that there's probably a lot more to it, as Chad was saying, that when that driver ghosts, the cars that are connected to his also ghost. And so
Yep.
and just like as you were just saying, so if these are tied to that individual, then they take on or they drive similar to the real driver, meaning the player. That makes sense and is understandable in some of the behavior that I have seen with the AI in situations.
But that'll also, people say turn off the AIs because they're putting too many cautions. Well, if they're tied to you, it's not going to make a difference
Right.
No.
because they're going to be aggressive, and that's what's causing them. They're going to act just like the real drivers.
Uh huh.
I like the AIs
Oh,
being
I
in
do.
there. I think it adds. It, not only does it fill the field, but it adds a little more flavor.
Definitely. I mean, because I drive the AI like I drive y'all or anybody else for that matter. I mean, I'm not going to intentionally push them up into the wall. I'm not going to lean on them into the wall to, you know, gain position up on or get faster. But I drive the AI like I drive everybody else, which I think everybody else should. That way, I mean, get around them. Don't force them down. Don't push them up just because they're AI. I think that's sometimes an issue. I know that some of the AI being aggressive like that and blocking, I like it. It's akin to a real driver. It's boring when you race with AI that just constantly hold their line. They're predictable. Predictable AI is not fun.
You know. Something I'd like to talk about a little bit is so one of the things that irks me in today's NASCAR is they use wraps on the cars now for their paints. It's not a paint, it's a wrap. And I just don't think the cars have in my opinion, the flavor that the old when they actually did paint them and put the decals on and stuff. Is anybody else feel the same way, or is it just me?
Oh, I think there's the flavor of the cars now is with all the graphics they can do is just the wrap. Yeah, I mean you can do put anything on it, but I think it does take away from the old nostalgia of the paint job and the different types of graphics. And you have
Yeah,
to
they
paint
look.
them on.
Yeah, they look more plain now than they ever used to. I like somebody goes, "Well, I'm going to run a new paint style for this race with a new sponsor," and it just doesn't look as good. It doesn't feel like it's special.
Right.
And
It's too commercial.
well, I don't know if it's commercial. I'm not sure if the artistry is there. The
I got you. Yes. The engineering as far as the look, the design, the layout.
yeah, it's
They need some
rather
Gran
dull.
Turismo. They need some GT7 designers to.
You guys are talking about NASCAR, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I think. Can I chime in on this?
Oh,
Absolutely. Please.
I think paint schemes back in the day were part of the driver. Like this driver, had this paint scheme, and that's what they were known for, and that's why they got those paint schemes got so popular because NASCAR was bigger back then. I think.
yeah, but
Yeah.
do you think because they went to a wrap instead of actually painting the cars, putting them in a paint booth and doing stuff that the wrap's taken away from the originality or the artistry of a paint scheme?
No, no, I don't
Gave him
think
more
so. I think
opportunities to do stuff.
Oh, I mean,
it's
a wrap
easier too.
would. It would be easier. It's just they
Yeah.
seem dull.
Oh well.
And,
I don't know. There's some
I
that
mean,
are,
there's some
some that
cool
aren't.
ones. There are some cool ones. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there are. I seen a new cool one. I think it was just added to the game. What was it? The cinnamon toast crunch car. I can't remember even who drove that. For the viewers that are watching, I think
Did they add more on the last update?
It was only 3 to Kyle Larson's.
Kyle Larson. That's the only one they added
Yeah.
on this last
They're
update.
boring. It's the same scheme. It's just less sponsors.
who was. Oh, it was Busher. It was Busher's car. He's got a cinnamon toast. There it is on my screen on the YouTube channel. It's Kroger with cinnamon toast crunch. It's not bad. I like that fifth third one. It looks pretty dull. And Chase Briscoe, I do like that Bass Pro Shop. I like the way they did that.
Now, when we get to the number selections, which for the 2026 NVR NASCAR series, the number selections will start in January, and they
Oh,
will
it's not bad.
they will open up to all available numbers. Since they're meaning the cars that are existing in the game, which represent real life drivers, they will be available as well as custom numbers and custom paints. The reason is because we can't accommodate all of the drivers that want to participate to be and get a number that they want in just custom setup or custom paint scheme. So it will be opened up to all available numbers on the game. However, the cars for each garage, an example, Pegasus, they're a Toyota group. All cars must be Toyota. Uh,
Correct.
Same with mine, Lone Star Velocity. My garage, all my team will be Ford. So whatever number you pick, if it represents a real driver, it must meet the same manufacturer.
Yes.
And anybody can I mean, single drivers can have their own garage. That is perfectly fine, but every driver will belong to a specific garage. They will be associated with that garage and manufacturer.
I'm just scrolling through some of these paint schemes so the viewers can see some of
They
these.
got the Zach Brown band one on Larson's now.
Oh, that's nice. I have
It's a
not
very
seen
nice
any
one.
of those.
That one's not bad. The Noah Gregson Miller Tech got lightning on it. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Cat's Coffee. No, no Cat's Coffee. This is coffee with Bud and Bigdaddysauce. Any paint schemes stick out to anybody that they like?
Mm, nothing really yet besides Larson's.
X, you guys are running Chevys, right?
Yep.
Bud's doing Fords.
It's actually one of Bowman's schemes actually pops out. It's the third out of fourth one. I think it was his Coke, one of his Coke 600 cars. Looks really nice.
Joey Logano. Go bowling for McDowell. These are pretty interesting.
Back to the numbers
Hello,
thing.
Mark. Yeah.
The numbers aren't written in stone yet, as far as who's got what teams. Nothing has been registered thus far. I know people have a desired number they want to run. However, in January, a notification will be put out, and those interested and it's going to become a first come first serve as far as the numbers, because the team will turn in the list of their drivers with the manufacturer and the driver's numbers. That will be coming in the first week of January.
Cool. Hopefully everybody got that.
Well, let's get to the end of our
Yes, it
little
is.
podcast. I appreciate
Thanks.
everybody for coming in. We want to thank everybody for being here today. Uh, Again, I'd like to thank NVR Croatian for his graphics and his team liveries on GT7. He did some new logos, lettering logos, and did a great job. He does a wonderful job with the graphics on the GT7 side. Thank you. Appreciate you, Crow. We also like to thank our sponsors, United Water, Unique, excuse me, Unique Waterworks LLC. Thank you, Ronnie. We love you, buddy. August 5 Designs, a5designs.com. And Eastside Engine Works. Also, Dragon Magic Productions. Thank you, Dragon Magic. We appreciate that.
Hey, those t-shirts were awesome from A5. Those were awesome.
Definitely. A5 does a great job on the t-shirts. You can get your hats, t-shirts, hoodies, great screen printing. He does it all. Embroidery. Daniel's a nice guy. He works with you. He does great work. In fact, we have a second run of t-shirts coming out soon. It'll be the NVR Championship t-shirts coming from designed by Croatian and coming soon from A5 Designs.
And those were from the Sector 7 racing, right?
Correct. Yes, I'm sorry. I negated to say so. Yes, it was
Correct.
Sector 7. Great race. Great series. A new one's coming out here pretty soon. I believe he's changing the format up a bit, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Stig Zander from Sector 7 will be joining us, I believe, possibly next week or the next episode. So stay tuned. Episode 5 may be a nice guest episode.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Well, thanks everybody for watching and tuning in. Also, make sure you check out the website. If you want to be a part of NVR, you can reach out through there. Also, contact Bud, which is DMP-11 on PlayStation, Discord also. Um, Anybody else out there who just wants to run with us, get a feel for us, hang out with us, we're
Come see
almost
what we're
always
about.
on. Yeah, we're
Absolutely.
almost always on. Hook up with us, race with us, enjoy, kick back. Racing is always a good time.
Absolutely. We do not discriminate. I mean, if you are having an issue and if we address you with it, we're not doing it to be cruel to you. We're just trying to help you get better.
Yep, so feel free to join us anytime. We love to have new people. Let the world of racing grow, and even if you're with another league or so forth, it's always nice to see other league members. You know.
Absolutely. We've had several gentlemen from other leagues come in and race with us a little bit. Just because you come race with us doesn't mean we expect you to race with us all the time, or just come and hang out. You know,
Yeah, come and hang out, man. It's
good,
how
clean racing.
race leagues become friends and learn from each other. And
You know, never know. We might have a league against league race one day, or multiple leagues. You know, it'd be a five league race. You know, members from five
wow,
different leagues. I,
if
I
we ever
was
get
asked
back
about
to
that, by the way.
if we ever get back to IROC, that's a great way to bring in other drivers from other series, just like IROC used to.
Oh, absolutely.
So
That would be something nice to see NASCAR throw in here. I know it wasn't the same as, but it would be nice to see them throw in some IROC schemes from days past or from a series past.
mhm.
Or maybe a new one if they decide to reignite the NASCAR or the IROC series.
With that, we'll say everybody have a beautiful Sunday and go Packers.
Go Cowboys.
And we'll catch y'all on the next episode.
Y'all
Be
have
safe
a
out there.
good day.